I essentially have kind of lived my life in Birmingham, between Birmingham, Norfolk, and Fredericksburg, Virginia. Um, at the age of 19, my mother gave birth to me. She was young, and my father, I believe, was 20. And they were two youngins, and they birthed me. My dad was transitioning from high school, making a career path for himself in the military. And I'm sure my mom had great aspirations for her own life. And once I was birthed, she, through that process, it was hard for her to commit to being a young mom. I believe, based on the story I heard, her mother, had been recently divorced, married for 30 years with 4 children, and was just not in a position to probably be as supportive of a young daughter with a young child. And so as a result, she decided to pursue giving me up for adoption. And so with that, people, my family makes a joke. They're like, yeah, there was a cute little white family waiting on you and everything. And I said, oh, how sweet. I would have had such a diverse background. But through my life's path, I've been able to experience all kind of people, and I've grown to have a great appreciation for diversity and differences. And so with that, I essentially became the village child. And so for me, being the village child, there has been so much value that I look back on, and I see the value in that in my business and in my personal life. But growing up, it of course wasn't that easy. So my aunt practically raised me in Virginia. My dad was stationed there, and while he was out to sea, he had to actually come back. So I say, okay, does anybody know a real superhero? I do, because at 20, that took a lot of bravery for my dad to kind of step up and say, no, I'm not going to let her go for adoption. I'm going to take that responsibility. So with the support of his mom and dad, which are my grandparents, who I absolutely adore, and my aunt, who is like my grandtie, is what my children call them, and I call her my mama T, just because she's really was like my mom without having to birth me. And so that is how I kind of shifted from Birmingham to Virginia. Like I said, I'm literally the village child. And so I initially did not want to be in Birmingham. As I traveled through, I moved back here in high school, attended John Carroll, always basically have been in Catholic schools my whole life, with the exception of a couple